These are the stories
My little girl, she's changing lives just by being herself.
of organizations and people making a difference.
When you first tell someone about adaptive wheelchair boxing, it doesn't sound real.
And empowering others
It saved my life. It saved my life.
across Canada
I scored my first goal in my first blind hockey game.
in our community.
My first ever shift here at Sobeys was on October 12, 2017, and the whole time I have been a courtesy clerk. So basically what that means is I clean the bathrooms, I face shelves, I help with groceries, I do car services. Basically anything that the store needs me to help out with, I do the best I can with everything that they need. I think it's right there.
Oh, yes.
Makes me feel pretty good about myself. Hi, I'm Riley Originals. I am 24 years old from Humboldt, Saskatchewan. One of the funniest dudes around, and I work here at the Sobeys here in town. What type of vehicle does this dinosaur drive? A Ferrari. Hi, Camille. Would you like a bag today?
I would like a paper bag, please.
Okay. I have a slight case of ADHD and autism, so it kind of affects how I truly feel in certain situations.
Yes.
It gets me a little bit more stressed, so I try my best just to take deep breaths if I ever feel like, stressed or something like that. But it's something I've been able to work through pretty good, I would say, in my opinion. All I needed was someone to hire me to give me the motivation I need to do the best I can. And how are you paying today?
And I'm paying
I got help from Humboldt District Community Service, from Neve, basically, and all the other wonderful ladies there. They basically were the stepping stone into the pond of excellence of where I am now.
Hi, Riley.
Hi, Neve. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, you're busy at work this morning.
Definitely.
My name is Neve Menz, and I'm the Supported Employment Coordinator for Humboldt and District Community Services.
At the end of the month.
I met Riley when he graduated from high school, and I will never forget the first time I met him, and what a wonderful experience that was. And in an hour, getting to know so much about Riley, what he loved, what he was passionate about. But one of the things Riley really wanted was Riley wanted to work. He simply just wanted a job. So my role essentially is to work with a job seeker individual to help them connect to employment. And each person we speak to has a unique pathway, and we understand that. And not only that, but my role is also to engage with employers and really just to make those connections and help those relationships develop and grow.
I'm David Depker, the owner-operator of the Sobeys store in Humboldt, Saskatchewan. I've been hiring people with disabilities for probably the last 25, 30 years. Having access to Humboldt District Community Services has really been a benefit to help us accelerate that and really bring more people on board. Having their expertise and their knowledge to be able to come in and give us a hand.
Want to hear a joke? What do you call a magical story about a cow? A dairy tale.
Oh, that's dumb.
Riley is always a comedian, so it's a lot of fun having Riley around. He's always trying to bring people up. He doesn't like it when people are down. He's a very positive individual. He gave us a motivational speech yesterday, so he's very dedicated to doing his job. When he's here, he doesn't like to get sidetracked. He doesn't want special treatment. He has his responsibilities and he takes them seriously and really tries to make sure that they're handled like they should be.
And how are you paying today?
There's lots of people out there that have lots to give, and if you don't give them the opportunity, then they never get the opportunity. So it's like giving people a start.
Yeah, my birthday's in March.
Dave has honestly been like a father figure to me all these years, because whenever I'm like upset or just like stressed or something, I usually talk to him and he understands exactly if I tell him like what's happening basically and how to deal with certain situations. Humboldt District Community Service, without their assistance, I would never imagine, but thanks to them, I don't have to think about that anymore. Almost 7 years later, you can see with the results. If you work with them, they'll get you to where you want to go.
Finding employment is a beautiful thing. I don't think I would have this role in supported employment if it wasn't for the funding provided through SARC.
Good morning. Thank you for calling SARC. My name is Keely. How may I direct your call?
SARC is a provincial association of over 100 community-based organizations who offer supports and services to people with disabilities to help them live life to their full potential. One of the areas that we support our members in is supported employment. My name is Lisa Maloney, and I'm the program manager and trainer with SARC. Supported employment is rooted in the belief that there is a job for everyone. It's just a matter of finding the right supports for that person and making the match with the employer. Sometimes people don't know where to start, so we created the EmployLink website. The real key to EmployLink is that it will link that job seeker or employer to service providers that can help them along the way. One of the programs that SARC offers is the Supported Employment Transition Initiative, or SETI. SETI is a program where we receive dollars from the provincial government and we then grant dollars to community-based organizations to help them get supported employment programs started or enhance existing programs. SETI is unique to Saskatchewan, and to our knowledge, no other program like this exists in Canada. And the program has supported over 3,000 people with disabilities to find a job. That's pretty impressive.
And would you rather be working at a desk or working around, more physical type work?
Either way is fine.
Either way is happy. Autism Services has been a long-term member of SARC, and we recently received funding to start our new employment program as we've seen a growing need among our existing clients for help gaining and maintaining work. My name is Megan Fair, and I'm the Employment Program Coordinator for Autism Services of Saskatoon.
Both are good.
Both are good? One of our very first job seekers in the program was Cassius. He is 18 years old and just about to graduate high school, and so now he's been looking into what are his next steps in life. And taking on this new position, I was able to get training from SARC called Supported Employment Success, where I got to learn about helping people with disabilities and autism in specific to find work and find success in that. And so through the Supported Employment Success training, we've been working on the discovery process for him. So talking about what his interests are, looking at accommodations that he might need, to look into building his resume, talk about interview skills. And this is an untapped labor pool that has many skilled workers that can add value to any business. Once upon a time, women were that untapped labor pool, yet nowadays we wouldn't even think of not including them. We understand that they bring value. It's the same with people with disabilities. It's the same with people with autism. They are capable, smart, and bring a new perspective and add value to any business if people were just willing to listen and learn.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Uno.
Go, Cassius. It's your turn. We have to stop her. Yeah, Cassius is a very brilliant young man. He's a video game kid. He likes computers, programming, developing. He's got great, wonderful ideas and just needs a chance like everybody else. My name is Tammy Jack, and Cassius is my son. Okay,
You guys
whatever, that's fine.
There was 2 nines.
He does have selective mutism, so the way his brain functions is that when he gets in situations that he's not maybe comfortable with, his brain just shuts down, so he can't verbally speak. He wants to, but he's just not able to. I mean, people are very aware of it, right? But I'm not sure people are still accepting of it. So this program definitely, I think it's helping him with his self-esteem and, giving him the confidence that he needs. Sorry. As a mom, you just want your kids to have a normal life like everybody else and find a job. You both are gonna win.
I've made more progress in the past few months with autism services than I have with the rest of the mental health system in Canada. I feel more capable of applying for jobs on my own now.
Hey Cassius, you can come on back to the office. Work is a really big part of any adult's life. It's part of how you identify. And so being able to offer support to people who are often discriminated against in some way is really important in making the world a more accessible place for everyone, to have that equal opportunity to participate and contribute to society.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to our community.
Hey, Marlo.
Hey, Nita. Brought you some mail.
Thank you. That's it today?
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate that. How's your day?
Marlo was a 6-week work placement. Couple weeks in, we knew that we were going to keep her longer than the 6 weeks. She's just a joy.
My name is Marlo Knudsen. I'm 56, and I'm the mail clerk at Chemical Corporation. Almost 33 years. It's a uranium company, and I love the job. As a mail clerk, I get to run everywhere, so all through the building, even in the new parts. And I send the mail out, and I do the odd courier, and I count the paper. I do the coffee, I stock the coffee, and I back up the shipper when he goes on vacation. It's a good job. I was very shy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Now I talk too much.
My name's Elaine Dumays, and I've been Marlo's supervisor since the day she started.
Wouldn't believe what my cat Flute did the other day.
What did she do?
She hopped in a paper bag.
What? It did take a little bit of time for me to learn what Marlo needed, but at the end, it was totally worth it. She's an integral part of Chemical. Okay, sorry. Okay. She's our special mail clerk. And yeah, everyone knows her, everyone loves Marlo. Marlo will do anything for anyone.
Hey, Nikki, I brought you your mail.
She is so loyal to the company, and she's focused, always making sure that she wants to give 110%, and she's always smiling. She always brings a positive attitude because she doesn't take on all the day-to-day stress of the business and the company.
Put some more tea in there for you.
Okay.
Thank you. She brings joy to every department.
You're welcome. My boss helps me a lot. I feel very valued. Makes me feel good, makes me feel wanted. So, it's nice to feel wanted. Somebody loves me. Since I've been working here, it's given me more confidence, and I can stand up more for myself, and I try not to yell at James. James, can we put you in one of the mail bags?
Marlo, I can fit in the mail bag.
You think you can? Having a paycheck makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm independent, and I don't think I would have got the job without help from the service provider.
The counselors that worked with Marlo initially were awesome to work with, and as the years went on and as Marlo grew, we've added more and more onto her tasks, and she just blossomed. If there's a company out there that's looking at hiring someone with a disability, I would 100% recommend it. Marlo has just brought so much to our company. She's an asset, and there's help out there. They'll help them in the beginning and help them grow. Guaranteed the employees will all help out as well.
Just take a chance. You might be surprised with somebody with a disability, what they can do.
I like slicing bread because, you kind of know what to expect, right? Like, you don't go into work not knowing what's going to happen. Predictable, And that machine's awesome. My name's Olivia Marie Schatz. I'm 21 years old, and I work here at Sobeys as a bakery clerk. Started here 2 years ago. For a little while, I went between departments, but eventually I settled on the bakery. I package bread, I slice bread. Actually, pretty fun stuff.
So really, when we talk about making dreams happen, I would like to think that that's what we do here at Hamilton District Community Services. Having the initial training from SARC really created that deep foundation. All of our service providers are dedicated to the pathways of our clients. We can get to understand them and where they will thrive and what environment they will thrive in.
Hi, Liv.
We had to really take our time with Olivia. She was still in high school when we met her, and then it took a while for her to come in to meet me for the first time. And she has such a lovely, unique personality. I needed to get to know how we could bring out those strengths in her.
I think I would have gotten fired by now if it weren't for Neve. Legitimately, I have a really hard time being on time to anything. I swear it's genetic, it's from my mom. It comes with the Asperger's, I think. Just really, I like schedules, but I'm terrible at keeping up with them. Does that make sense? A lot of people aren't even diagnosed. I'm fortunate that I was able to get diagnosed, but it does make social stuff more difficult. Personally, I like working in the freezer because it means I don't have to work in the public sphere quite as much. I am more confident talking to strangers now. I still don't like doing it. I'm still nervous, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad. When I have bad days, I have really bad days. It's only happened twice where I've had such a bad day that I straight up just left work. But they seem to understand, and I always make up for it. I always work late if I have to. And I never leave before my work's done. And I'd like to think I'm a good worker. At least that's what Leah says. And Dave. Dave's also a good employer. Cheesecake salted caramel. Got that one. Apparently I'm one of the most diligent workers in there. I don't know how true that is, but... cookie dough shortbread.
Olivia's a rock star. We've done some things with Olivia to help her to fit in. She's had some distractions and stuff. Some of the machines she works with are a little noisy.
That's why I have these. Dave gave me permission to wear earbuds at work, or at least one, only one. It does help though, it helps a lot. It means that my brain can focus on the music or whatever I'm listening to as opposed to everything else. And that helps me focus so much. Otherwise, I end up getting distracted by everything else. Like, what's that guy doing over there? What are they doing over there? I do appreciate it here.
I've been very fortunate. All of my managers have really gotten on board with supported employment. You know, they're treating them like everybody else, but treating them like they need to be treated. We've got probably 7, 8 people in the store right now, and there's really none of them that I would say are here just because, right? They're here earning their living and doing what we need them to do to help make our store successful.
I think there's a lot of joy that's untapped. I think connecting people to employment is one of the most beautiful things that you can do. So look at all of these wonderful people that want to work and they just need an opportunity.
Our community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community.
I've had to grow up real quick ever since I got a job. It gives me a nice place to live in town, gives me food on my table, gives me stuff basically that I need to live a happy, healthy life. I play basketball during the early spring to late fall time. When I'm working, I am determined to get all my tasks and chores and jobs done to the best of my abilities. But when I'm not here, I'm basically just about acting like an 8-year-old. It's very fun. It's stress-free too.
The independence is nice, especially from the farm I moved from. Yeah, the confidence is nice too. I feel like a different person since I started here.
We've seen people over the last 20 plus years who have gone from being unemployed and feeling like they could never find a job to working with a service provider, getting that job, being able to become independent, buying their own homes and living the life they want to live. That's what this program is really all about.
My dream and my goal would be, can we look beyond a piece of paper? You know, does a piece of paper define you as a person? When someone's sitting in front of you and they're bringing in a unique perspective and they're bringing in values and they're bringing in dedication and you know that you're getting commitment from that person, why would you look at a piece of paper? I would just encourage any employer, if somebody approaches you, take 5 minutes. At the end of the day, what could happen? You say not now, because we're not going to say no anymore. But you may surprise yourself.
You know, I really don't see a downside to it, right? We're making concessions we do all the time for lots of employees. Plus, it's also put us in a nice light within the community, being known as a supported employer. To me, it just feels good to be able to help people and give them the opportunity to, you know, make a living and be more part of the community.
There are so many benefits an employer would experience by hiring inclusively. Increased productivity, better safety rates, more loyal employees, a more harmonious workforce, and ultimately, an increased bottom line. The employer will make more money as a result of hiring inclusively.
I'll put your receipt in here, and here's your change. You have a great day. It shouldn't be a barrier whatsoever. It should be an opening to get to where you want to go. I give this workplace loyalty, charismatic funniness, and self-respect towards everybody. What type of cheese goes to church? Swiss cheese, because it's pretty holy.
Where did you get all those?
I think that's a wrap.
Produced by Honeycut Studios. Thanks to Humboldt and District Community Services, Sobeys Humboldt, Cameco, Autism Services of Saskatoon, and SARC. Narrator, Mark Phoenix. Integrated Described Video Consultant, Ron Rickford. Supervising Producer, Jennifer Johnson. Content Development Specialist, Jim Crisco. Director, Programming, Lisanne Gagne. Director, Content Development and Production, Kara Nye. Vice President, Content Development and Operations, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2024, Accessible Media, Inc.
An AMI original production.